everybody. Hi. Happy Monday to everyone. um, we are on November 30th. This is the last day of hurricane season in Florida, and it's a full moon, and it's my brother's birthday. So, lots of good things happening today. Um, okay, three oils came up. So, oil numero uno is neroli, oil of partnership. And so I would put it heart center, throat chakra, um, third eye is always good, back of the neck is always good, and um, yeah, wrists are always excellent. So neroli is the oil of partnership, and it is very helpful and supportive when we are having relationship challenges, which during this whole year of so much change, I know it's been, our relationships have definitely had to shift and change. It supports us in developing empathy, patience, forgiveness, and resilience to ease our relationship issues. So just keep remembering that when you're dealing with everyone in your life, to have some empathy, have patience, take some deep breaths, forgiveness, and remember that, this too shall pass. So neroli helps with that. Our next oil up is elevation, one of my total faves. This one you can put, again, wrists, heart center is a great spot. Third eye is a great spot. Back of the neck is a great spot. Um, Elevation brings us to higher levels of consciousness. It raises our energy also, like it gives us some energy. It's got lots of citrus, and it's a blend with citrus. Hey, Kier. Good to see you. I was just thinking about you. So elevation will give us some energy. And these, the oils that are in this blend actually give us, help to redirect neural pathways in our brains to transform despair into joy. And and this is a joyous time. This is a, if you, depending on your perspective, right? So that is a choice that you can have. So elevation um, was actually formulated to be an antidepressant, and it is really, really powerful combination of oils in there, including Melissa, which is the oil of light. So I love that oil. And this is really a great time for it, especially as we are getting closer to the winter solstice, which means that, we have the most amount of darkness each day, least amount of sun each day. So this is a time to bring in as much light as we can in other ways. So elevation is perfect for that. Okay, Brave is our final oil. This is, again, one of the kids' blends. And it's the oil of being courageous. Again, heart is a great spot for it, heart chakra. And make sure you always breathe in the oils, right? And back of the neck. So Brave honors the humanity in each of us. And our worth, it reminds us that our worth can never be devalued by an outside force, a person, a situation. Our value can never be devalued by that. We have this inner strength, inner courage, inner worth that we all are born with, and no one can take it away. Um, so so it also helps us to speak out against injustice. Hey, Jess, congratulations, Miss Premier. Um, so it helps us to speak out against injustice, and it confronts um, the lie that when you keep hidden, that you're somehow safe. That's a big one. So it reminds us that when we hide from the world, it does not mean that we are safe. We're actually safer when we speak out and when we have that courage to stay in our power. And it doesn't mean being passive aggressive or mean or digging at other people. It means responsibly taking a stand for what you believe in. Woo! So those are like awesome oils. They're all citrusy. They all kind of go together. You can layer them. You can put them all, you just saw me put them all on top of each other, right? So, which is completely fine. Okay, so those are our oils of the week: Neroli, Elevation, and Brave. And now for our cards. First card up is the Crystal Keys. So this is reminding us, this card, that triggers are gifts. Hey, Jessie, I'm glad to hear that that's what you wanted to hear, or that's what's perfect for you to hear. It's perfect for me to hear too. Crystal keys. So triggers are gifts. We can find the wisdom in these times. And when we feel are most triggered by, again, a person, a situation, know that it's you, right? It's not them. Like they might be behaving badly or saying inappropriate or mean things or behaving in a way that we don't like, but it's not them, it's us. We get triggered. And so where is the wisdom in those triggers? Is that we get information and communication about ourselves. We understand, like, oh wow, that's really triggering me. I wonder why. Why is that triggering me so much? Why do certain people trigger us? And how can we gain wisdom and strength and understanding about ourselves when we understand, or at least peel back some of the layers as to why we're so triggered by a situation or a person. So we can learn if we're present and if we're calm. So another little reminder to meditate because the more that we can sit with ourselves, not distracting ourselves with electronics or with other things, but just sit with ourselves and be, even if it's only for a couple of minutes, we can build up from there. It's so powerful to just sit and be with yourself and breathe. And when we cultivate that practice, it helps us to then, when we do get triggered, we're in a place of calm and we can stay there and we can gain the wisdom from that situation. Okay. Whew. Okay, next. Receptivity is the next card from Osho with this beautiful cosmic-y woman, faceless, interestingly enough, with a lotus, arms stretched out, water symbolism. So the divine feminine of water brings a time of unboundedness. And her arms up like this, really, it does feel like being unbound and free. And so, this card reminds us to have gratitude for what is flowing into our lives, and that sensitivity, intuition, compassion, and receptivity are all more of the divine feminine attributes, which dissolves all obstacles that keep us separate or that we think we're separate from others, when we're really not. We're really all human beings, and we all share more than we think. And we all actually want the same things. We all want to be loved. We all want to be appreciated. We all want um, to be free. So we can come together on so many different issues and things. Um, and the divine feminine in all of us, not just women, but also men, this feeling of receptivity, of being able to receive, of being able to sit back and receive and be free and unbound, is so beautiful, so wonderful. So, yeah, if you can go to the ocean and, just that's such a great place to meditate, to just be there where the waves are coming in and out, and just like our breath. And that flow of water reminds us of our own flows inside of us, and that we can be that if we choose. Okay, next up we have Michelle Blanchett's awesome sigil magic cards. And the card for today is Rebel and Placate. Isn't that so funny? How our card, what was it? Oh no, Brave, right? Our oil, Brave, was telling us, reminding us to speak out, that being silent is not being safe, even though it might feel that way. You're not safe if you're silent. And so this is right, like rebel and placate. So rebelling against what we feel like is unjust and is untrue and is not true for us. And then, if we don't stand up for ourselves, what does that mean? Are we placating ourselves? Are we placating others? Who does it serve for us to placate, to not stand up, to be good or quiet, or who does that serve? Not me. Doesn't serve me. Okay, so that was an interesting card to get again today, based on these other things. Okay, so we're still in the energy of the full moon. I don't know if you guys got to see it last night. Oh my gosh, it was unbelievable here. The last 24 hours, so beautiful, so big, and so full moons are always a time of release. But what happens when we release is that we have opened up space to receive. And of course, we have that receptivity card today that does speak to that. And so we release on the full moon, and then we have space to receive. And our inquiry card for today is, what am I ready for? So again, perfect. What am I ready for? I'm ready for massive abundance. I'm ready for massive joy, massive fun, and it's all coming in. It's all coming in. We're releasing a lot of things that no longer serve us, of big, we're releasing a lot right now. Let's just put it that way. I can't. Hey, Michelle, yes, bring it on. So we're releasing things that are no longer working for us, big constructs of government, of health, of education, of ways that humans have chosen to be run by other people. So we are releasing a lot of that, and we're seeing these structures kind of crumble and change, and I believe are changing for the better. And I can feel that betterness on its way, which is super exciting. So what are you ready for? And isn't that a totally different way to think about this time period? Like, instead of this idea of like 2020 sucks and 2020 is awful, and it's really not at all in my perception. It's all in divine timing. You can't just have divine timing for the fun and good things, right? Divine timing is that we needed all of this, and as a collective consciousness, we are doing a lot of work right now in terms of releasing. And so these full moons have been even extra help of releasing. But what does that mean also, right? It means that we're going to be receiving. We're creating space for better, creating space for higher frequency, higher vibration. And that is what's coming in. So this is a perfect day, perfect time to consider, what am I ready for? And maybe jot that down in a journal. And so what are we ready for? What are we creating? Instead of like something else sucks. No, what are we creating? What are we creating in 2021? And it opens up the universe as to what we want to create. Woohoo! That's why I'm so like kind of jittery and hyper, is because I'm so excited for what's coming. Okay, final card is Coyote. Look at this coyote. So of course, whenever I get these coyote or fox cards, I always think of Winnie, 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 Winnie. Where is he? Oh, he is. He's always involved in our sessions. Oh my goodness, cutie pie. Okay, so coyotes are a trickster symbol, and it provides. So what this card is reminding us is that when we are tricked, or it feels like we've been tricked, or things don't go as planned, things are there's a detour, right? This actually provides huge amounts of growth, and that's kind of what we talked about in the beginning as well. That that triggers are a way of growth. And so detours and feeling like maybe you were tricked or that you were deceived, this also brings huge possibilities for growth. It brings, the energy of divine deception. So this coyote's bringing divine deception, which sets us free in a way from what doesn't serve us. Because, when you're in the unknown, you're kind of unbounded. You're free to, well, I've got to figure this out, and I've got to pull from resources and do things differently than I ever thought I was going to have to. And when we have everything planned out, and again, I'm a planner, or I thought I was a planner. I think I was a planner. I think I'm really not a planner anymore, because it just doesn't serve anymore to be a planner. Like a year from now, I'm going to do this or that or whatever. It's more, allowing things to unfold. So the sacred trickster may be leading us into challenges to ensure that we are ready to handle what we've set in motion. Is that amazing? So I'm going to say that again. So the coyote getting this card, I believe, is telling us and reminding us that we have been led into this challenge of 2020 to ensure that we're ready to handle what we've already set in motion as a collective consciousness many millennia or even longer ago. So there's great growth and understanding coming our way, and we are being prepared. We're being forged this year of challenge and of pivoting and of, let me figure it out a different way, and let me try it a different way, and wow, I've never done things in this way, and now I've got to figure that out. All of this is preparing us for what is yet to come, all of the greatness and goodness that is coming our way. So awesome, exciting. Thank you all for your beautiful energy, which I kind of collect so that I can do our readings. And I appreciate that so much. Beautiful. You all have such beautiful energy and such openness and such readiness, you know, for joy, even more joy than what we've already been able to experience. So enjoy, use your oils. And if you don't have these oils, doesn't matter. Use the oils that you have and oil up and have a beautiful, amazing week. Enjoy this full moon energy today. It's a great day, like I said, to do some journaling. And, you know, the question can be, what am I ready for? And enjoy what that feels like. And I love you guys. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next week.